what's going on? It's your girl Merle and welcome to today's video. We are going to be doing another high protein video. You may have noticed that I've been doing quite a few videos about how to get high protein meals that are vegan. I'm trying to get more protein. I know a lot of you are trying to get more protein, so I figured together we can figure it out. I never thought about protein that much, but now I'm trying to work out more. Some of you are like, we know, you told us. I just feel like I need to explain why I'm prioritizing protein so much. We've done high protein dinners, we've done high protein meals, we did high protein breakfasts, and now we're going to do high protein dessert. I just feel like, why not? Why not find ways that we can enjoy and indulge our sweet tooth and we can get protein all together and then we can call it healthy. Some of these might not. Maybe you can't really call them healthy, but actually I think all three of these are pretty healthy. And that's just a win-win. When it tastes delicious and indulgent and it also happens to have some very nutritious aspects to it, that's... Some of you guys have started tagging me in high protein videos you see on TikTok and Instagram. Keep doing that. You guys see stuff that doesn't pop up on my algorithm and I appreciate it. I love to see it. It's also just inspiring to me to see new ways I can change up my day-to-day eating habits. Let's not waste any time. We're just gonna pop right into the video. So, I'm hungry. That's basically what this is. Why am I delirious right now? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Okay, so this first recipe we're gonna try is by Gigi Goes Vegan, who I've been going down a wormhole of her whole account, and I highly recommend you do the same. She's got so many great high protein vegan recipes. So many. Today we're gonna be making her high protein silken tofu mousse. The main base to this, the main protein source, is gonna be our silken tofu here. I made a couple slight adjustments to her recipe to crank up the old protein. Honestly, I didn't really change anything other than just kind of doubling the recipe. The recipe calls for instant coffee and I didn't have any. I just ground up some coffee beans. I'm gonna go light on those just to make sure it doesn't overpower the recipe completely. I think instant coffee might be a little less intense than these just straight up coffee grounds. I could be wrong. I know nothing about coffee. Ask me a question about coffee. I don't know, see? She said that this recipe is around 19 grams per serving. I think we're gonna be able to kick it up quite a bit. Here, I've got some vegan dark chocolate chips. You can use semi-sweet. You can use whatever you want, really, as long as it's vegan, if you want it to be vegan. And then I've got some unrefined coconut oil here. We're gonna add a little bit of coconut oil into this chocolate because that's gonna help it melt. And coconut is nice, healthy fat. What's not to like about that? And that rhymes. We're gonna quickly microwave this. Meanwhile, I'm gonna take this tofu to the sink and just drain the water from it. If my dress looks weird, it's because there's a mic pack in my underwear. Okay, as you can see, we are not quite there yet. Ooh. One package of this Trader Joe's silken tofu is about 36 grams of protein. I'm sure you could find silken tofu with a higher protein content. Is this silken tofu or is this firm? It doesn't say, it just says tofu. It is silken. It's looking pretty good. I don't think all of this is gonna fit. Okay. So basically now, all we need to do is blend it all together. Of course, like silken tofu. Oh, it's one of those days, man. Let's start by blending this down. All right, let's add in some chocolate. It doesn't quite do it all the way through. I think we will need the other blender. Let's try this again, shall we? So I am gonna deviate from her recipe, actually, I think, after all, because I'm starting to think this is gonna be really hard to blend because the silken tofu seems to be difficult to work with here, but hold on. When stuff like this happens, you just have to think life was never meant to be perfect. I feel like so many people are always saying to me like, oh, you cook so much. Like, how do you cook so much? How do you know how to cook? I'm like, honestly, I am flying by the seat of my pants. Just like how I added more silken tofu, I think they said 300 grams and I'm using like 600 grams. They said 1 tablespoon of hemp seeds and I'm using 3. Off to a great start. Ooh, things are happening. Things are happening. This is looking fairly liquidy. They did say that I could add some sweetener, liquid sweetener. Let me just take a little taster. I think I need to add a little bit more chocolate for one thing because I doubled the tofu amount, and right now it just kind of tastes like tofu. I'm a little nervous about this coffee grounds. I'm just gonna dust in some of the coffee. Call me crazy. I'm gonna heat up more chocolate, then I'm going to put it in here, and I'm gonna toss this in the fridge, and we'll check on this in 2 hours. Okay, so this has been in there for like 2 days, I wanna say. And it's almost taken on like an ice cream quality. Wow, that's actually really nice. I think when I make this for myself, and what I'll probably do like right now, is have this with some fruit, so it's not just chocolate, because it's actually pretty rich. You do not taste the tofu, like at all. This is really nice. It's like very decadent tasting. Yum. Here, come try this delicious treat.
That is good.
You like it?
Yeah. It's like a chocolate mousse.
Silken tofu.
Really?
Isn't that amazing?
How about a little bit more for me?
He likes it.
Have another bite, please.
Oh my gosh, he likes it.
There's protein in there, huh?
It's all protein.
Have another bite, please.
What? Look at this. One of my favorite things as I progress in my wellness journey is that I feel like I'm learning so much more about myself and my body, monitoring my sleep, which workouts I enjoy, which ones require more energy, and how to get the most energy from what I eat. I can easily track all of this with the sponsor of today's video, Lumen. Lumen is the world's first handheld metabolic coach. All I have to do is breathe in and then out on this little device, and on the app it lets me know if I'm burning fat or carbs, and it gives me a tailored guidance to improve my nutrition, workouts, sleep, and even stress management. Your metabolism is how your body turns the food you eat into fuel. Now that I've gone from working out every other week to working out 6 days a week, this kind of information is super important and honestly really fascinating to me. After getting to know you through your breath, Lumen gives you a flex score that you can track and improve. Metabolic flexibility just means that your body is able to efficiently switch between fuel sources. With that first measurement of the day, I can see how to best fuel myself, whether I need to eat more carbs or something before like a high intensity workout. So to get your metabolic health score, go to go.lumen.me/Merle100 or just click the link below in my description, and you'll also get $100 off Lumen. So click the link below to get $100 off and start improving your health today. That's go.lumen.me/Merle100 for $100 off and your metabolic score. Thanks again, Lumen, for sponsoring. Let's get back to the video. This next one, I am very appropriately dressed for. And this is my kind of dessert, okay? I'm not always like the biggest chocolate seeker. I like chocolate, don't get me wrong, but I am such a like berry plus cream, like apple crisp or like strawberry shortcake. Like those are my 2 favorite. I also really love pumpkin pie, but that doesn't really fit what I'm trying to say. Oh, that is fruit. Wait, is pumpkin fruit? Pumpkin's fruit, right? Because fruit is seeds and pumpkin has seeds, so a pumpkin is a fruit. If you're like me and that's your genre of dessert that you love, look no further. When I saw this, I thought, this has everything I've ever wanted. You can kind of control how much protein you want in this dish. She uses 1 tablespoon of protein powder. I'm gonna use like a whole freaking scoop, and I'm actually gonna put protein powder in both the berry base and in the crumble that we're gonna make. So we're making a berry and peanut butter crumble. This one is by Chloe. She's amazing, love her recipes. She's another one who does a lot of high protein stuff, so go check her out as well. So we've got about 3 cups of frozen berries here. Might be a little bit more. There is no added sugar in this recipe. Another huge bonus, something super cool. The sweetness we're gonna get is from these dates, these medjool dates. I went ahead and took the pits out and chopped these up. Go ahead and sprinkle those around. Now, she didn't do this. I'm gonna add a little protein powder in right now. I've got this vanilla soy protein powder, and it has about 24 grams of protein per serving. She didn't do this in hers, so you know, you don't have to do this, obviously. I just want to, because I am becoming a protein fiend. So I'm gonna use some of this vanilla soy protein. The fruit, the frozen fruit, is going to release the liquid that'll like help to make this blend in better. All right, we got that. And then the last thing I'm gonna add, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 180 degrees Celsius. So we're gonna go ahead and toss this in the oven and bake this for 10 minutes. And in the meantime, we're gonna mix together our crumble. Does anybody else like Vox Machina? I've started watching this because I got so obsessed with playing Baldur's Gate. It reminds me of like D&D Baldur's Gate universe, and I'm loving it. It's so funny. I'd highly recommend it. I'm gonna add in 1 cup of rolled oats. This is nice because you're getting the protein and you're getting the fiber all in one dessert. Nice complete protein. And then we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. Now, not all peanut butter is created equal. We have the no stir and then we have the stir. The stir has 1 gram of protein per serving, which is 2 tablespoons. The no stir one has 7 grams. So there's a little bit more in this one. I don't know why. It must have something to do with how they process it. I don't know. Add in about 1/4 cup. Gosh, it's basically like a PB&J cobbler. She just used raspberries, but I'm just using mixed berries because that's what I had was frozen mixed berries, and what the heck, can't hurt to get more berries. Then we're gonna add, she said, a tablespoon of protein powder. I'm gonna go ahead and add another friggin' scoop, another 24 grams of protein. We're gonna add about 1.5 tablespoons of plant-based milk. She used oat milk. I'm using soy because it's what I have, and it also has more protein. And then we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla, 1 teaspoon, and some cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now we're going to mix this all up, which hopefully won't be really hard with the peanut butter. And since I added a little bit more protein powder, if need be, I can just add a bit more of the plant-based milk or a little bit more peanut butter. Put the berries in the oven. Add a little bit more peanut butter, because why not? A little more soy milk just to kind of bring it all together. So I'd say I probably added about 3 tablespoons of this soy milk. It smells really good. It smells like a delicious granola. Now we wait for the berry mixture to bake, and then we're gonna sprinkle our crumble on top, and we're gonna put that back in the oven for another 25 to 30 minutes. We've got our berry cobbler kind of thing here. It smells so good. I'm so excited to try this. Wow. This yogurt. This looks so beautiful. Let's give it a try. That is so good. I would eat this for breakfast, honestly. The peanut butter, there's little pockets of like bursts of sweetness from the dates, and then there's a little bit of acidity from the lemon juice and the berries. Whoa, I'm blown away. I have no words. It's so good. How is there no added sugar in this? It's just the berries doing their thing, the dates doing their thing. I gotta give it a 10 out of 10. When you get a good bite, it's a 10 out of 10. When you get a below average bite, it's like a 7.5. I'm obsessed with it, and I will be making it from now on until forever. This is a problem, how good this is. Only it's not, because it's like good for you. The recipe that I have in the description is mine. If you want her original recipe, I put the link to her video right there, down there as well. Okay, so it's a new day. I couldn't make the 3 desserts in one day, or I was going to blow up. Sweetness overload. Let's make these brownies. We're gonna be making protein brownies with quinoa. That's a new one. I feel like I've heard of avocado brownies and even like sweet potato brownies, but not quinoa. I'm pumped. I'm excited to see how these taste. One exciting thing about these brownies is that they are a complete protein because the quinoa actually has all of the required amino acids. When I saw these brownies, I was like, damn, this person knows what they're talking about. They looked creamy, they looked like fluffy and moist and dense. I feel like brownies are like the one thing you can get away with calling moist, like, and people not getting really upset with the use of that word. But anyway, these look amazing. So I don't even want to wait. My sweet tooth, my hankering is coming back around. So let's make these. All we need is a blender here. We are going to add our quinoa. And the quinoa, I soaked it for about an hour, and that just kind of softens it up. We are gonna add some maple syrup for sweetness. Oh, that reminds me, we should preheat our oven now while we're waiting. We're gonna set the oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And then I've got here some flax meal with a little bit of water to make a slurry. This is gonna act as our binder instead of an egg. Then we've got some vegan yogurt. She used Greek yogurt because the original recipe actually wasn't vegan. Some cocoa powder, a nice ripe banana. This one's pretty perfect. 50 grams of peanut butter, so that's gonna be like 3 tablespoons. I guess I should measure it just to be safe, huh? I will, I'll do that, because baking can be very specific and sciencey. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm gonna mix this up. This feels like it's gonna be very dry. I mean, I think the quinoa will probably hold some of the water that it was soaked in, so it might be fine. Now it is time for us to blend this up. Okay, that was a little bit of a roller coaster ride. Now it's like this beautiful creamy batter. I was wrong. I'm shocked. by how creamy this is. Joke's on freaking me. I'm not even gonna try it yet because I don't want to spoil the surprise. Thank you for your service. And I'm gonna give this just a quick little spray just to be safe. And then we just transfer the batter and that's it. Wow, this is looking so damn good. This is reminding me of my easy bake oven days. I was out there truly baking with a light bulb. Like, why do I ever have any concerns of my abilities to bake? Gotta give yourself credit where credit is due, people. Oh no, you know what I forgot to put in? I forgot to put in the baking powder. I'm gonna quickly blend it into a scoop of this. It's gonna be okay, everyone. It's gonna be just fine. This is why baking is a problem for me. Forgetfulness. It's like if you forget to put an ingredient in cooking, it doesn't matter as much. We do need the baking powder because that's what's gonna make these rise. We're gonna mix that in with everything. Now the last thing we're gonna do is add some dark chocolate chips or whatever your favorite vegan chocolate chips are. I'm gonna mix those around. Now we are gonna bake these in the oven for about 20 minutes. And when you check it, you know, you can poke a little thing in the middle of it, see that it's all the way cooked through. If not, you can just add another 5 minutes or so. And that's it. Okay, we'll see you on the other side. It's been 20 minutes, let's see. Whoa. She looks cooked. This came out looking kind of weird. It has like a fruit leather top. Kind of looks like cracked earth, like Death Valley or something. All right, maybe I judged a little too quickly. It's a very interesting texture. It's light as air. Not what I was expecting. Not in a bad way. I think overall I give this a 7.5. They're giving a little bit imposter vibes. Then the texture of the brownie is almost like bean dip. And it's quinoa, so it almost has like, feels like it's like kind of related to bean dip. This is like bean dip's zesty cousin. I'm remembering now that in the original video I saw, she like covered the top with chocolate, so you couldn't see the Death Valley top. Realistically, these are very okay. I think they could use a little work. I think it's cool to use the quinoa. The texture is like nothing else I've had. It's like a chocolate bean dip. It certainly won't stop me from eating the entire thing. I think I'm gonna get Arya's taste test on this and see what he thinks.
Very tasty. Yeah, it's good. Is it healthy?
It's made with quinoa.
Wow. Yeah, it's tasty. That tastes better than most other like vegan brownies I've had.
It's just quinoa, banana, maple, a little bit of maple syrup, just a little bit.
Yeah, tasty. That's good. Delicious.
Oh, and also for the cobbler rating, I want to give the cobbler like a 9 out of 10. I think there's a lot of beautiful potential there. The fact that some bites are really good and some are not, I can't give it a 10. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I discovered some wonderful new recipes. Let me know which one you want to try. Tag me in any of the recipes out there on Instagram or TikTok. Let me know. I'm always happy to try them, and I'm trying to do a couple more videos, sometimes twice a week, not every week, but sometimes twice a week for like little one-off fun things. If you had a good time, please like and subscribe. It really helps. It really does. It actually does. And anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching and coming along on this journey. Okay, so long everybody. Goodbye.